What's up, YouTube? You're Inside the Edge, and I'm back with another video. And today I'm going to talk about Tyrod Taylor. I know I'm later in the week, and we're already heading into week 2. But one player I really wanted to talk about was Tyrod Taylor and what he's doing with the Houston Texans. I think his performance was underrated. I don't think a lot of people talked about his performance and what he did. I mean, again, it was against the Jaguars, but just looking at what he did, man. I mean, he completed 63% of his passes. He threw for nearly 300 yards with 291 yards. He threw 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. His performance, it just showed like Deshaun Watson. It looks like his time in Houston is over. I mean, probably was already over, but I think, this organization is going to test out Tyrod Taylor, and what he brings to the table is what Watson was doing. I'm not trying to say Tyrod Taylor is close as a quarterback as Watson, but I think what Tyrod Taylor can bring to this team is explosiveness and the ability to extend plays and slide in the pocket and make throws to a lot of his speedy receivers. I mean, I think this Texans team could be dangerous if Tyrod, if he plays the way he's been playing. It looks like he was really prepped for this week 1. I mean, it looks like he was like, this is my opportunity and I'm gonna take it. Just because of his career and him bouncing around. I remember his years when he played with the Bills. And then it just seems like after that, with the Bills, it just seems like he went to the Browns back in 2018. And, he bounced around, and then he ended up going to the Chargers. He played 2 seasons there for the 2019 and 2020 season. And here he is now in 2021 playing for the Houston Texans. So, just looking at the way he played, I mean, I'm really happy for him because he didn't lose his job in the past times of his career because of his talent. It's because of his health, and that was something that he talked about. He hasn't been healthy for a while, and just getting injured, and you already know how it is to be an athlete, man. And being a quarterback, you have to be super healthy, and that's how he looked in week 1. He looked very healthy. He looked sharp. His timing was right. He was planting his feet. He's looking up the field. He was sliding in the pocket, extending plays, and he was making his receivers make plays, man. And, there could be something special with this Houston team. Watson, like I said, that I think his days are over. And just looking at what Tyrod Taylor has as far as his offense, for looking at his receivers, he has a lot of speedsters. Brandon Cooks, another speedster. I'm not too familiar with Anthony Miller, but he's on the roster. Andre Roberts, Chris Conley, from the Chiefs, that's another speedster. Then they have Danny Amendola that can play in the slot. These are weapons that he can throw to. These guys are more speedsters than anything. I think Tyrod Taylor, what he brings to Houston, I think is going to be a lot of exciting things to see, man. Because in that game, Tyrod, he was just throwing the ball up. He was just making, extending plays, throwing the ball, letting his players, make good grabs, and that's what we've seen from this Houston's offense. Now, again, they did play the Jaguars, but looking at Tyrod Taylor, man, the sky's the limit. I see him taking over. I see him being the starter for the Houston Texans, and I know we're heading into week 2, and it could be early to say that, but looking at where he's at mentally, I mean, this guy's focused, he's prepared, he's ready. He's damn near a veteran. Now, you would call him a veteran, and all he needs is the opportunity. So I think he's gonna seize this moment, and I think he's already beaten out Watson for the starting position, and I think this organization is gonna ride out this wave and just see the progression of Tyrod. I keep getting his name mixed up, man. I think I'm just gonna say Taylor, but Taylor. I mean, just his development. I think that's just gonna be key. Building that chemistry with his receivers. I didn't even know he was on the Texans. I didn't even know he was even going to be the starter until I seen the highlights and stuff. I was like, oh, this is Tyrod Taylor. This is a guy that he definitely, this is like a revenge tour because he feels like he's been counted out. I heard this interview and he was talking about his health and being counted out. And again, he was like, yo, I didn't lose my position because of my health. I didn't lose the position because of my talent and stuff. It's just not being healthy. So, looking at what we seen from week 1, like I said, he looked at focus. He looked like he was prepared, and he really led this team to a victory, man. And hopefully he can lead them to more victories. The Texans, they're looking kind of strong. Now, defensively, I'm not really sure, but if Tyrod Taylor can do what he did from week 1 and just be the quarterback he's always been. I mean, he's always been an average quarterback to me. He's not great, but he's not terrible. He's kind of somewhere in the middle, but it's all about, when it comes to quarterbacks, sometimes it's all about the position on what team you're on, who is your coach. all that stuff comes into play. But I think he's in a good situation, and I think he's ready for this moment. He's prepared for this moment, and sky's the limit for him. And I think with Deshaun Watson, I mean, I think his time is overdue. I think, you know, a trade will be happening at some point. Because of the allegations and just how everything has just been, you know, dysfunctional with, you know, coaching, and just it's just been you know, something about the organization has just been bad. You know, looking at how Deshaun Watson left, I mean, what's his name, DeAndre Hopkins, how he left. I think it just kind of just shows like something's going on with that organization that's not good. But you know, I just want to talk about Tyrod Taylor, man. I want to give him some shine because I think this Texans team could be really good with him under center. And I think a lot of Texans fans, I mean, Watson will be good, but you guys have someone that is similar to his playing style. Obviously, their stature is a little bit different. You know, Tyrod, he's a little bit more shorter, but you know, he can throw that football. You know, he's accurate with his passes, and he's a guy that's slippery in the pocket, and he could develop and extend plays and, you know, throw the ball down the field, and that's what it is to be a quarterback. Can you make plays and look up the field? So, you know, just seeing what Tyrod did in week 1, man, I really is pushing for him. And I might even come back and I might even challenge myself on this video, but hopefully he can remain the starter, and hopefully he can play at a high level where this team will actually start winning games, because yeah, it's not a lot of success winning for this franchise, and that's why it's probably like a lot of pressure on him. But like I said, he's a veteran. He's probably been feeling pressure all his life, so this is an opportunity, guys. So yeah, until next time, guys, tell me what you guys think about Tyrod Taylor. Do you think, you know, is he going to be a good fit moving forward for this team? You know, what do you think this Texans organization is going to do? But until next time, guys, see you guys in my next video. Stay safe, make good choices, and listen to your parents. Have a good day, guys. God bless.